back. All right, guys, we are back again to talk some Champions League. That's right, the UCL draw took place just last week, which means all of our minds are on European football. So I'm going to give you guys my way too early predictions and what I'm looking forward to the most this season in the UCL. Let's go. My winners for the Champions League are Real Madrid. And I know what you're thinking. How can you not pick Manchester City? Well, listen, they could very likely win back-to-back trophies. But I'm going to try and go away from popular vote here and choose another Titan, and that's Real Madrid. There have been many injuries that have affected this squad. I know Courtois, Vinny, Eder, Militao, but there's one English lad in the middle of the park who has been tearing it up and has been a brilliant signing for Los Blancos. And let's not forget the dreadful season that Real Madrid had last season, on top of the fact that it is Carlo Ancelotti's last season with Madrid, who will be departing to the Brazilian national team after this. Not to mention that this is Real Madrid's tournament. They are going to be hungry, so look out for Real. Speaking of that English lad in the middle of the park, one out of my two players to watch in the UCL this season is none other than Jude Bellingham. I think he will be a crucial part to this Madrid squad if they want to win another trophy. He's been absolutely brilliant. 4 matches, 5 goals so far. What a way to start. I can also see him leading the UCL assists or goals, and that's if one Norwegian doesn't get in his way. That's right, number 2 has to be Erling Haaland as my player to watch. Shock. How can it not be? Haaland had 12 goals in the UCL last season without scoring in the semi-final or the final. He led the goals for the UCL with Mo Salah in second with 8 goals. This man is a cyborg. We know this. So definitely keep your eye on Haaland this season in the Champions League. I have 2 teams to watch in the UCL this season, and naturally one of them is Manchester City. Listen, I know I said I think Real Madrid are going to be the winners, but how can you not keep your eyes on Manchester City? They were the best team in football last season, and they could very well likely be the best team in football again this season. I know they lost Ilkay Gundogan, Riyad Mahrez, and KDB is injured, but with their plethora of talented players alongside the addition of Gvardiol, Jeremy Doku, and Mateus Nunes, not to mention under the best coach in world football, definitely keep your eyes on Manchester City. The second team I'll be looking out for in the Champions League this season, AC Milan. I have a feeling about the Rossoneri this season. Semi-finalists in the UCL last season and looking better than ever. Hello, Christian Pulisic, named player of the SERIE this past month, slotted into AC Milan perfectly, with not only Pulisic being added to the squad, but Chukwueze and Romero being added to this star-studded squad of Theo Hernandez, Rafael Leao, and Olivier Giroud. I think the Rossoneri can go even farther than they did last season in the Champions League. Also, a quick shout out to Bayern Munich and Harry Kane. They look dangerous. My newcomer to watch in the Champions League this season is none other than Newcastle. I had this chosen before the group of death, which is Group F, which is Newcastle's group, which is Newcastle, PSG, Borussia Dortmund, and AC Milan. But now, how can you not be watching Newcastle? Eddie Howe lifted this side last season back to European contention, and with Alexander Isak finally healthy and the addition of Sandro Tonali, I know their start has been rocky, but how are you not going to watch Newcastle at St. James's Park in a Champions League match against Paris Saint-Germain? It is blockbuster. It is going to be amazing. So definitely keep your eyes on Newcastle, because if anything, it is going to be such a story to watch. And finally, the team with a point to prove, of course, it's Barcelona. Barcelona haven't made it out of the group stage in the past 2 seasons of the Champions League, and only 3 years ago did they make it to the round of 16. They have so much to prove in Europe, and with a team like Barcelona, with the stature that they are in football, they need to do better. The pressure is absolutely on for Xavi and Barcelona, but I'm feeling more confident, not only after the draw, they were given a bit of luck there. Lamine Yamal, anyone? Barcelona's young, talented new superstar alongside the likes of Pedri, Gavi, Alejandro Balde, not to mention Frankie de Jong, Ronald Araujo, and Lewandowski. I think they'll be back. All right, guys, so those are my way too early UCL predictions. By the time June comes around, I will probably be wrong. But hey, that's what makes this so much fun. So let me know what you guys think of my predictions. And also, please, let me know what your predictions are for the Champions League this season.